Last time on Bible Chapter Z, we looked at chapter 43 of Genesis. And welcome back. Today we'll be looking at chapter 44 of Genesis. A silver cup in a sack. Now Joseph gave these instructions to the steward of his house. Fill the men's sack with as much food as they can carry, and put each man's silver in the mouth of his sack. Then put my cup, the silver one, in the mouth of the youngest one's sack, along with silver for his grain. And he did as Joseph said. As morning dawned, the men were sent on their ways with their donkeys. They had not gone far from the city when Joseph said to the steward, Go after those men at once, and when you catch up with them, say to them, Why have you repaid God good with evil? Isn't this the cup my master drinks from, and also uses for divination? This is a wicked thing you have done. When he caught up with them, he repeated his words to them. But they said to him, Why does my Lord say such things? Far be it from your servants to do anything like that. We even brought back to you from the land of Canaan the silver we found in the mouth of our sack. So why would he steal silver or gold from your master's house? If any of your servants found to have it, he would die, and the rest of us will become my Lord's slaves. Very well then, he said. Let it be as you say. Whoever is found to have it will come my slave, the rest of you will be free from blame. Each of them quickly lowered his sack to the ground and opened it. Then they still proceeded to search, beginning Peyton with the eldest son and ending with the youngest, and the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. At this they tore their clothes. Then they unloaded the donkeys and returned to the city. Joseph was still in the house when Judah and his brothers came in. They threw themselves down before them and said, Joseph said, What is this you have done? Don't you know what a man like me can find anything out of the nation? What can I say to my lord? Judah replied. What can we say? How can we prove our innocence? God has covered his servant's guilt. We are now my Lord's slaves. We ourselves are the one who was found to have the cup. But Joseph said, Far be it from me to do such a thing. Only the man who was found to have a cup will be my slave. The rest of you, go back to your father in peace. Then Judah went up to him and said, Pardon your servant, my lord. Let me speak a word to my lord. Do not be angry with your servant, though you are equal to Pharaoh himself. My lord asked his servants, Do you have a father or brother? And we answered, We have aged father, and there's a young son born to him in his old age. His brother is dead, and he is only one of his mother's sons left, and his father loves him. Then he said to your servants, Bring him down to me so I can see him for myself. And we said to my lord, The boy cannot leave his father. If he leaves him, he would surely die. But you told your servants, Unless your youngest brother had come down to you, you will not see my face again. When he went back to the servant's father, we told him what we had. Then our father said, Go back, we have a little more food. But we said, We cannot go down. My youngest son, we cannot go into my place. Your youngest brother with us. Your father, my servant, said to us, His wife come born to me, so my patient unto me. And I said, He surely has been torn by the same. I have not seen him once. If it was to harm, misery. Misery. So now, if the boy is not with us when we go back to serve my father, and if my father, whose life is closest by now with the boy's life, see the boy isn't there, he would die. Your servants would bring the grey hair of my father down the grave of sorrow. Your servant guaranteed the boy's safety. My father, I said, When I'll bring it back to you, I will bear the blame for you, my father, all life. Now then, please let your father remain here as my lord's slave in the place of the boy, and let the boy return to his father and brothers. How can I go back to my father? The boy is not with me. No, do not let me see the misery that would come on my father. Thank you all for listening.